Wooden freight elevator, writhing cables, top floor, loft storage, still the light, arched windows in the spalling brick wall, and dust mattresses, lean up bureaus, armoires, bed frames, desilvering mirrors. No air, parched wood floors, stand for a long time still like everything else, reconstruct all of it from notes and memory. A diner, the diner across the street from the lake, Main Street. This one particular place where heaven touched spiking down through clouds, this light reflected off water, roars through the streets and windows of abandoned Geneva, a film never made. But if it had been, look inside the diner at the old fellow eating, brown overcoat matching liver spots on the back of his hands, the waitress, Italian, dark, full, lush, crawl down Main Street sidewalk in yelling light on hands and knees, looking up, hard light that tells the truth. This face here and then that one, that green portal building, third floor curtains tied in a knot, billowing, plastic stretched over it, knock on the door, giving cash just for having lived, survived till now here. Take it, need to film you sleeping. Okay. Miss Havisham laid a hand upon my shoulder. In her other hand she had a crutch-headed stick on which she leaned, and she looked like the witch of the place. This, said she, pointing to the long table with her stick, is where I will be laid when I am dead. They shall come and look at me here. What do you think that is? She asked me, again pointing with her stick. That where all those cobwebs are. It's a great cake, a bridal cake, mine. Magnetize this howl with heartless compassion, destroy the mountain of plutonium with ordinary mind and body speech, thus empower this mind guard spirit gone out, gone beyond me. Wake space, so a very young Ginsberg sitting on the park bench with two others. Looks up at the camera through his Coke bottle, black frame glasses, backlit faces, haloed against space, stars and planets, boom boom music, fading, dark faces, a baby crying or laughing. The edges of the dressers shine through their dusting sunsets, illuminates the brick wall behind faded signs, collapsing buildings, a haircut being given, hard shadows on the black wall through the barber shop. Window. Snip, snip, a montage of X-ray photographs has revealed that the breakfast scene was painted on top of the book Still Life, presumably by another painter with a brushstroke quite different from the original artist's. Further examination showed that there was yet another painting under the book Still Life, a portrait of a woman dressed in the style of about 1620 to 1630. The painter of the books therefore set to work on a used panel without taking the effort to scrape the first painting on it completely away later. For whatever reason, another artist added to the breakfast still life in the foreground, a liberty not unusual in that period. Talking as she walks about light like it is weather, crashes down on the wide open empty streets into houses, storefronts, diner, says it like she's reading it in a letter from someone who she knows but not well. The old man talking about him, translucent skin, eats in the radiant corner. He could go home, no one would miss him. Breaks your heart the way it runs on and then runs out, yes. Light, organ music, magnetized dust, reconfigured, telling us, directing us to walk this way into falling down, falling apart, light falling away, falling, out and away, free falling, weightless anti-gravity, floating, liquid brick, red, gold and silver and blue, pure bell tone reverberates in face bones, harmonies like busy bees. Feel it through old wavy glass, warms us up. We slowly turn toward a different life, to rise up the side of the blue wall. The moon, sun, the lake, its waters rise up, taking the girls and cops and babies, boys and men up to see down into all the trash and junk reformed into signs by forces, into pictures of miracles, yes. All of them rising up up into the real mother of all miracles, above earthly magnetisms and mortal hypnosis. Up cops, mothers, drunks, babies, up, boom boom, music rattles in the fried boulevard. We passed each other by on below eroded alleyways where we stared at each other surreptitiously below, watching each other for hints of what to do down there. In the loft detail, some paint on brick, amber varnish varnishes glass reflections on a long time. Nothing moves cash rewards for having existed, for having the face that proves it. Outer space, blue, black sky over all those mattresses. Tattered man spins, arms out on the corner, hands on a clock. Cigarette smoke rises in a thin stream straight up. The waitress sits in a booth, chin in hand, dark eyes staring at nothing. Looks good doing it.